Perseverance Theater presents Raven Odyssey, excerpts created by performers from across Alaska. They will perform these excerpts again tonight at Perseverance Theater in Douglas at 7:30 p.m. All are welcome to come. Let's give a big round of applause and welcome Raven Odyssey.
Very short. Good morning, everybody. Good night, thank you for coming. My name is PJ Paparelli. I am the artistic director of Perseverance Theater, which is Alaska's only professional theater. We're located right across the channel, the Gastineau Channel, in Douglas. And we present theater experiences all throughout the year, here in Juneau, but also all over the state. We have toured productions to different parts of the state over the last 28 years that we've been in Alaska. We're very, very happy to be here tonight. I just briefly want to acknowledge all the elders tonight that are here, or today that are in the room. We thank you for your continued sharing with us. And we definitely would like to thank all of the elders that have shared with us all across the state in what we're about to share with you today. What we're going to do today is some excerpts from a piece that we have just begun working on. The Wallace Foundation in New York City, a wonderful foundation that supports arts organizations, has given a large amount of money to support Perseverance's development of Alaska Native work. We have, over 28 years, developed all kinds of pieces that explore our indigenous heritage here in the state. We did a project about 20-some years ago called Yupik Antigone, which was the story of Antigone told through the Yupik language with elders and elders from Tuksuk Bay. Actually, one of those performers is here tonight, Teresa John, about 7 years ago, we told the story of Melville's Moby Dick by combining Melville with Inupiaq whaling stories. And 2 years ago, we did a Tlingit-inspired production of Macbeth, Shakespeare's Macbeth, set in Tlingit culture. We did that here in Juneau. The following year, we toured that all across the state. And we're very, very pleased to announce that it will be touring to Washington, D.C. to be performed at the Smithsonian's new museum as a part of a Shakespeare festival. So we're very, very excited to share that, our culture, with the rest of the state, the rest of the country. So our last installment of creating a theater piece through Alaska Native culture, I wanted to do a piece that not just focused on one particular culture, but almost all of the cultures of the state. And so about 2 years ago, I was looking through stories, raven stories, and I thought, well, it's very interesting. The animal raven travels all over the state and is found in every part of the state. And almost every culture in Alaska has some story or myth about raven. So I thought it would be interesting to explore raven's journey, and as we journeyed throughout the state, gathering raven stories. So our director of outreach, Ishmael Hope, who's on stage, there he is, Ishmael and I traveled for about 7 weeks to all across Alaska, talking with elders and having them they were sharing raven stories with us, both their feelings about raven now and original traditional stories. We also met dancers and performers, craftsmen, all kinds of artists who shared with us. Our travels took us, it started in Anchorage, and in each community we spent 4 or 5 days. We went from Anchorage to Kotzebue, to Bethel, to Kodiak, and then we went back out on the road again to Nome, to Gamble on St. Lawrence Island, to Fairbanks, to Ketchikan, to Quogue, Heidelberg, and back to Juneau. We did all that in 7 weeks. So we're very, we're very tired. But during that wonderful, wonderful journey, we met the group of some of wonderful, wonderful performers, but all of the performers that you see on stage tonight. And we've asked them all to come together here in Juneau to begin to create what this piece would be. And what we're looking at tonight is about a week's worth of sharing with each other. Every performer shared some of their dance, some of their song, and their stories with us. And we exchanged stories, dances, and we all learned each other's dances. We all learned each other's songs, and we all listened to each other's stories to put together a kind of cross-cultural piece. And so we're going to share what our experiments were this week. I want to certainly start by apologizing if anything is not performed correctly. We are just novices in this experience. It's a new experience for us. So we obviously do not want to offend anybody by what we're doing. This was all in the spirit of learning from each other. And we're very lucky to actually spend this time with each other, learning not just the outside of what the stories sound like, what the dances look like, what the songs sound like, but where they come from, what the context they come from, and the rich heritage and stories that all these performers bring to it. So the first part of this afternoon's performance is just what we've learned from each other. We're going to do a sampling of the dances and the songs that we all experienced. And then in the second half of our performance or presentation, we're going to present a beginning of what the Raven Odyssey would be. And what it is actually a Tlingit story of the birth of Raven. And it's just a part of that story. It's not the whole story. And we all learned that together. We've all tried to tell the story together from many different perspectives. And so we wanted to share that. And the most important thing is to hear any feedback that you have, any thoughts on it, how we can make it better. And if anyone is interested in getting involved in the Raven Odyssey, please let us know. And the best way to do that is by email. You can email me at Perseverance Theater. It's pj@perseverancetheater.org. We're also going to do another repeat performance of our presentation tonight at 7:30 at the theater, which again is right across the channel in Douglas. And that's pay as you can. You can come and put a penny in if you'd like, if you want to see a little more of what we're doing, and certainly share with us your own experiences. Like I said, we interviewed hundreds of elders all over the state, and we're always open to learn more and to refine what we've been working on. So each performer will introduce themselves today, telling a little bit about what they're going to be performing and where they're from, and then I'll introduce the director of the Raven Odyssey. What Raven Odyssey is going to be is a journey with man and Raven on their identity, looking for who they are. And as they journey across the land of Alaska, they experience all different people, all different cultures, all different stories, and learn from each other and trying to define who they are. And like I said, we're just at the beginning of creating this process, so we're going to only share the first little section of the first scene with you. But I would like to introduce our first performer. This is Martin Woods, and Martin's from Kotzebue.
Pagalagapsi, Monga, Vungatiga, Nusingin. I am from Kikik Doguruk. My Eskimo name is Nusingin. And Paul Green, his Eskimo name was Agnek, was one of my first teachers. And he taught me this dance that we're going to be showing, that I've been teaching these fine people here. There are no words in the song, but it basically mimics a raven and the sounds of the raven. So this is our raven dance.
right, good morning. My name is Ishmael Hope. My Inupiaq name is Unguluk. My Tlingit name is Kakwask. Belong to the Kiksadi clan. The next song we're going to share with you is a happy song, is a peace song that I'm sure everyone in this room is familiar with, at least different variations. The song that we're going to sing is particularly the Thuk Nakhadi version. It's the song composed by Kaos Ah. Many of you know this song as either the Raven Love Song or the Raven Peace Song. We're going to share with you what we've learned together, and forgive us if we offend you, if we do it wrong or incorrectly. We're learning. We're young. So Gunal Chish, thank you.
On our travels, we went to Bethel, Alaska, and met some wonderful, wonderful performers there in Bethel. And one of them is a tremendous human being, and we're really, really lucky to have her with us. And that is Teresa John, and she will introduce the next dance. Teresa?
Kuya nakafasi. Kuya ngayon picture nakabukaw ko ano nakawya kami nga kangkil ng panikanga. My big name is Akabugak. My English given name is Teresa John. I'm the daughter of Chief Paul John from Tuksuk Bay. The song we're going to do is called Yurakina. You dance. Ki?
next dance will come from Gamble on St. Lawrence Island. And Ishmael and I had a pretty interesting journey going to Gamble. It was about negative 45 out, and the winds were about 60 miles an hour. But in this wonderful village of about 250, there is no dance troupe because everybody dances. And we have brought one of the citizens of that town, Travis Kongluk, and he will perform a dance for you with Martin Woods. That was the Siberian Yupik dance, and we're very grateful to Gamble for letting Travis come because he's missing the whale hunt right now. The next song comes from Southeast Alaska. Our ventures took us to Heidelberg, a wonderful little community in Prince of Wales Island. And one of the apprentices of the Haida language is with us, Hank Alameda, and he's going to share a paddle song with you. Hank?
Is hat agen, Tetlanas gusto di kwalagen, Henk hinudi ki ang, Bonnie di au egen, Louise Charles di nanu egen, Delbert Charles di chanu egen, Heidelberg 8th Uthnagen. How elders to you? If it wasn't for you guys, none of us would have our songs left. So I say hawa to you, Dung Anthkilagen. My name is Hank. I'm Alaskan Haida, and I come from the Brown Bear clan. My mom is Bonnie, my nan is Louise, and my chana is Delbert, and I live in Heidelberg. Forgive me, I wasn't expecting to do a performance, but I've been in Heidelberg for about 2 years, and I'm a Haida language apprentice. In Heidelberg, there's about 3 elders left that know our Kaigani dialect. So I say hawa to them, and they're our treasured elders. Hawa dalang kaya kayas is. But I'm going to do a Haida paddle song. The Klinkets do this song too. Forgive me, my voice is all going away because I danced with Kharas Kitalang last night. I say hawa to them because this is my very first celebration and I'm loving it. Hawa. But this is a Haida paddle song. Forgive me if I do it wrong. I'm just a learner. Hawa to all you elders though. I'm going to be doing this song by myself because I don't know about the protocol and all this. And once again, I say, hawa. Thank you for having me.
as we were exploring this week, we were all learning each other's dances and songs, and we found out that two of groups from Gamble and the participants from Kotzebue actually knew the same song. So this is a combination of Siberian Yupik and a Nupiak dance, and it's an egg dance. Next dance that the company is going to perform is an Athabascan dance, and it's by a veteran on our stage. He was in Tlingit Macbeth and many other productions here at Perseverance Theater and Nakahiti Theater. This is Alan Hayden.
My name is Alan Hayden. My Athabascan name is Diton. I'm from Arctic Village. And it's just been wonderful learning from these folks. You can see how much joy and love and what a rich culture each of them comes from. So I'm going to share a song from Arctic Village. It's De Chachata, Raven Dance. Jit Nets Aiguchen.
Our last dance is very appropriate for our journey this week, and it is an Inupiaq kayak dance that is the story of a great journey, and that is what we've been on this week, learning from each other, experiencing each other's histories, families, and culture. So this is an Inupiaq kayak dance. Thank you so much. We're very much enjoying sharing this with you. The next part of our presentation is a little bit of an experiment on what the beginning of Raven Odyssey will be. And I want to introduce the director of the project, who's staging all the visualization and helping putting it together. He is from New York City. He comes from Mexico, and he will tell you a little bit about himself. We're very, very honored to have him here, and his name is Ruben Polendo.
Thank you. My name is Ruben Polendo. I come from northern Mexico. My parents are part Spanish and part Nahuatl, which are the tribes from northern Mexico. I first of all want to thank Celebration and say that it has been an astounding experience to be a part of this. And I once more want to thank the elders, without whom none of this would be happening. So thank you. The work that you'll be seeing right now, you just saw the dances that we've been sharing with each other. And really what you're going to see now is a sample of what would happen in an attempt to theatricalize this, to begin to tell a story in the theater, and to tell as many stories about Raven as possible. What you're going to see in the small, it's about, I think, 5 or 7 minutes long, the small section you're going to see is you're going to see this, the birth of Raven by way of this Tlingit story. You will be seeing the entrance of the Sister of the Moon, as well as the entrance of the Moon and his wife. You will also see the moon's pride and jealousy take over, and you will then see 3 characters who are the heron, who will be telling you a little bit of the story. Again, we apologize in a place this big, it might be difficult to hear, so we'll try to be as loud as possible with some of the language. Again, many of the objects that you see are simply symbols that we'll be using for rehearsal. If this were further along in the process, things would be more beautiful, more stunning, all of those good things. But again, this is just to give you an idea of the flavor of what this piece could be. So again, thank you, and we will get started. So the light goes black, and in the darkness we hear a flute.
their light. Broken black discs and splintered glass.
Sean! Who has done this?
My brother, the moon. He is jealous. Jealous of his prize, his wife. He keeps her in his moonlight, as a white fire burns inside him. A jealous fire that consumes all light, all life. And now I have nothing.
But why cry?
Cry, cry. What else can I do but weep? No! Do not laugh.
We laugh at what you cannot know.
Cannot see.
Cannot believe. What?
There is something you can do.
What can I do?
Walk on the beach.
Go to the sea.
Stand on the edge.
There you will find a stone. Fits in your hand.
Solid as a rock.
Swallow it.
Oh,
Swallow it?
yes.
You did just say swallow a rock.
No.
Oh, no.
We've got it all wrong. That's what I thought.
It's always looking at you.
We forgot.
Yes?
It has to be hot.
What?
Heat it up.
Yes, on fire.
Burns with his envy.
Then you'll be ready.
Then you'll be able to
Swallow it.
No.
Yes, you must do this.
You must trust us.
Why?
Why would we lie?
What else can you do?
What else do you have?
But the other thought.
Yes.
Deep in the thoughts.
But not so deep, I think.
Death.
Yes. Yes. So what will you do?
Why do you help me?
We see what you cannot see.
We know what you do not know.
We do not want you to cry.
We feel your pain.
Yes, I will do it.
It will be remembered.
Forever.
People will tell this story.
Which death should I choose? This or childless, barren, alone?
It will be remembered forever.
If all the performers could come up and be acknowledged, that would be great. This is, again, just a little bit of an hour-and-a-half presentation that we're going to produce at Perseverance Theater in December of this year. It'll open on January 6th and run all through January, and we're hoping to tour it across the state eventually. And it'll be called The Raven Odyssey. And this, again, is just a little bit of what the entire piece will be. Each story will be told in some different language, different song from all over the great state of Alaska. Thank you so much, and I want to acknowledge the performers. Thank you. Again, tonight at 7:30. At 7:30, right across the channel in Perseverance, we're going to do another performance of this if you'd like to come or tell your friends. Thank you so much. Good night, and enjoy celebration.